Hello guys, my name is UD and this is third video from Unified Networking Lab video series. In this video I will show you how to install Unified Networking Lab VM machine on ESXi server. So in previous video I shown how to download, so we need to download some image. So it's downloaded already, it's a Google Drive. Yeah, it's in download anyway. And so I have this image already downloaded. Now, here's my vSphere client to my server. You're gonna see that I'm running VMware 5.5, yeah, and as well I have installed the vCenter server appliance, which will be needed for VM machine tuning. Let's deploy this image to UNL Image to ESXi. Okay, let's do. Next, all right. Yes, accept, next, Unified Networking Lab, it's next. Yeah, it's I recommend to use only thick provisioning usage in ESXi. Yeah, it's because the thin provisioning will follow you. It's very big problems to expand hard drive later. Yeah, it's do not use thin. It is not recommended. Yeah, it's but only thick provisioning usage. So finish, deploy. Deployment successful. I'm going to close. So we have Unified Networking Lab is installed on this machine. Now I'm going to jump on my WebSphere client, which is from vCenter Server Appliance, and let's tune the machine. So here we are. Now I'm going to vCenter, host and clusters, and I added my DC. Yeah, it is binded with my my host is 177 from my home network. It is added here in my DC, but ESXi VMware users know about this very well. So I'm going to tune Unified Networking Lab, just deployed image, edit virtual machine settings. So I'm going to add CPUs as much as you can. The servers will allow you to use it 64, 24, yeah, it's up to you. Raising the memory of, let's say, it would be 8. Okay, all right, and now look at this. It is very, very important to know this. You have to enable expose hardware as assisted virtualization in a guest OS. It is absolutely mandatory, guys, absolutely. Yeah, you have to go under CPUs and check this option. So, all right. So let me check again if everything is fine. Okay, 8, control, everything is fine, it's fine, okay. So we need a couple of interfaces assigned to my host in the networking, which will be used, and I'm using it's easy way. So I'm using my client, and I'm going to configure and add some networking. So I'm installed, it's only one network, which is assigned as a web face, will be used for your VM machine. As you see, the Unified Networking Lab VM machine is assigned, but for further usage and connecting internal machines of your ESXi, we need to create some networking adapters inside, and you can do up to 9 adapters. Okay, I will do in my case, I will do a couple of I'm do not binding this network adapter with my real NIC, so I'm going to create as a vSphere standard switch only. So it will be UNL1, UNL1. Yeah, VLAN is optional. It's in this case I can allow all as well. Next, finish. So I'm going to add one more virtual machine. Okay, it is vSphere standard switch. Cool. It will be UNL2. Next, finish. So 2 at networking virtual machine. Switch. UNL3. So I think it's enough. Yeah, it's because you saw what I did and how I created the vSwitch 1, 2, 3, and their data names is UNL1, UNL2, UNL3. So let me check the properties. This important point here that you're allowing the promiscuous mode under security tab and it is accepted. This is necessary promiscuous mode because if it is unchecked and not accepted, your external machines could not communicate with your UNL machine. So, okay, let me do for other interfaces as well. It was the second switch, UNL, edit, security, accept. Okay, cool. And the last one, yeah, as I told you, you can add up to 9 more clouds for UNL machine. But we will add these network adapters after the first boot. So the UNL machine is ready for first boot. We assigned it 4 CPUs. I gave the 8 gig memory, but in the servers you can give. Oh, I saw that's amazing UNL machines with a 256 gigabit memory allowed and then 64 processors. You imagine what guys can run on it. Yeah, it's in this case. So let's boot first time Unified Networking Club and assign network IP address and other things. Let's start it. Okay. Machine started. In a server's environment, usually this IP address or networking is used like a management, and all your machines are using this one from some IP from this range. And in this case, it is my home network. It's from 172.25.1.0.24, and we will use some IP address. As you see, my UNL machine already got some IP address, but in previous video I told that this is just a visual because we have to run first time the wizard and assign a static IP address, which is absolutely recommended in a server's environment because in a server's environment mostly are not DHCP available for this network, and you will not see any IP address. You probably will see no IP address in this point. Okay, let's jump in. Root UNL's default password. So UNL, I'm using the same password. UNL. Okay, all right. I'm leaving the host name as default. Yeah, it's because hostname is binded with some licensing and images for our future use. And do not change DNS server, DNS name, sorry, DNS domain name. It's because it is used as well in some licenses and so on. Just I'm leaving, that's it. So let's go arrow down, it's space to mark static. Okay, and I'm going to assign some IP address from my network 172.25.1. Let's do the same. It gave me 80. I will choose an 80. All right. Now it's a mask 255.255.255.0. It's good. And the gateway. Gateway in this case, my servers are connected directly to my LAN, and the gateway is my Cisco router, and which has 172.25.1.1. Okay, the gateways we can use, and a Google one. In this case, I will use Google. But if you know that your internal network gateways, you can use as a wish. Yeah, it's in this case. But the DNS, this is an important point that you can reach the name pings and reachability to the network because it is necessary for future upgrades and updates of UNL machines. You have to reach. If you're somewhere blocking in the firewalls, be sure that you can reach from your UNL to update the depositories and Unified Networking Lab newest versions. That's why I'm saying, because guys has usual problems are saying it doesn't updating me. It's internet is reachable, but yeah, it's a common problem is known. Yeah, it's a DNS servers. Yeah, it's and as well you have to check the firewalls if you're installing your UNLs somewhere in your corporate networks or so on. Okay, let's do the second IP address of Google. Okay, all right. So I'm leaving NTP as well, but you can use as you wish. Yeah, it's your internal IP addresses for your NTP servers, and you can use if you can reach from your UNL from particular servers, some reachability to NTP servers. You can use some IP address from outside as well. So and it is direct connection as well. Cool. So machine going to first boot. Let's wait. So machine is booted and you can see that we have IP addresses which we assigned before. It is 172.25.1.at. So let's jump to console. I recommend to use some client to SSH to your machine. Yeah, it's because the console screen from VMware do not allow to copy some commands. It's not it's inconvenient. Okay, let's do telnet to not telnet but SSH to this machine 172.25.1.80. So username is root, connect, accept and save. Well, yeah, here we are. Good. The next step, it's in previous video I shown you that we have to update your UNL machine with the newest packages from Linux, and that's why we are going to do apt-get update. Yeah, before you do this, please verify that you can ping some name like this. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you can see that domain works. That means we can start an update. Let's do apt-get update. I'm going to pause now. Yeah, it's because it's downloading this. The update is done. The next step is to do upgrade to newest UNL version. This command will get the newest version from official website from our repository. Okay, let's do. Yes, we wish to upgrade. At this point, if asking yes, no, just leave default and then hit enter. Update is done. So cool. Now we can shut down machine and assign a cloud interfaces which we created before. I created 3 additional network interfaces which will be used for Unified Networking Lab VM connection to some VMware machines which what you will run on your ESXi. You can make some Windows server, but ESXi users know it very well. Cool. I'm going to stop power off this machine. All right. So, and let's go to assign the interfaces for this machine. I'm using the web client, and we need to add more interfaces network in this case. Okay, let's do add 1, 2, and 3. Cool. Now now I'm choosing which interface is in use for clouds. You can see you saw before I created UNL1, UNL2, UNL3. These are vSwitches, and if you wish to connect some server for UNL Cloud later and for the lab usage, you will use the same interface for your external machine server. All right, cool. All right. Machine is configured, and now we can start and do the same what I shown in previous video, and some commands to assign these interfaces inside of UNL machine. So UNL started. I added only 3 interfaces, but as I told you before, you can add up to nine network adapters. Yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, and 6 adapters more. That means you have 9 clouds total. Yeah, it's very good. So machine is booted, and we are going to console to it. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, but when I added the interfaces, I did some serious mistake, which was not good here. But it is good that we know about this. So I'm going to remove adapters. So I'm going to remove. All right. And edit virtual machine, and I will show you what mistake I did. So network, add, and you have to add E1000 network. It is mandatory because all of our machines are tuned to use adapter, not VMNext, VMXnet. Yeah, it's about E1000. So I'm going to add another one. It will be UNL2. It will be. You can't change if you added adapters. Adapters, you can't change this option later. You have to remove adapter and add again. UNL3. And it is next 10,000. All right. Yeah, you can see that this adapter is no more available to choose. No more available to change. So I'm going to add these adapters. So this mistake was good. Here we are. So my machine is corrected. Yeah, it's just remember that your interfaces when you're adding in your virtual machine should be E1000. Yeah, it is absolutely necessary thing to know. So now I'm going to make a cloud, reconnect. It's all right. So and now we will do the cloud adding here. So let's go to our site, cloud. All right. And using cloud devices. So we need to install Nano. Nano is not installed. Nano. Nano is editor for system files as well as like a text editor. So Nano install it. Now I'm going to change this file. It is interfaces file. We will add the cloud interfaces. Nano push. Cool. cool. We have by default VM machine. UNL VM machine has only one interface installed, as you can see, and it is web-faced, and we assign a static IP address, and you can see this. Yeah, it is my gateway. The domain is as I left, and the DNS service as well. Now we added 3 interfaces to this machine, which will be used as clouds. That's we are going to copy 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, so you can see that we can use up to 9 clouds. That's fine. And so I'm going to copy and jump into a console and push. Yeah, that's it. Control plus O, it is go and enter. This save it. You can see that wrote 38 lines, and Control X is exit. So machine is assigned for cloud usage. Let's do it. Reboot again. Alright. And power the virtual machine again. Let's wait. I'm using the vSphere web client, yeah, for assigning the CPU, because CPU assignments expose hardware assisted virtualization on the guest house can be done by console as well, but it is for very advanced users. Yeah, users can SSH to your host machine to Linux and using the bunch of commands and do this. Yeah, you can do it without a web client, but it is for expert users. I'm using and showing that's easy way if you use web client and using the vCenter as server appliance as well. So let's check. So machine is booted. Now we can check. 172.25.1.80. Push. Here we are. So we upgraded from official repository to version 36, which is announced in our website in the last one. I recommend that time by time you're jumping into our website and then looking which release is the last one. It's usually on the first page. Yeah, it's Unit Lab release. Yeah, you can see that Andrea, it was on the 3rd of March. Well, the next release will be very soon. Yeah, it's because I can say that clickable picture support is now. Yeah, and I will show you in the next videos how to create labs and a lot of things. So we are going to check now how it's about our clouds. I'm going to actions, add new lab. It's a test lab version 1. Yeah, and all right, and the map. So here we are. The PNet 0, it is web-face interface, but it can be used as well like an internet cloud. Yeah, it's because if you can reach from that network and you can assign in some unit lab node inside. Yeah, it's some IP address, let's say. So in my case, it is 172.1.0/24, and inside router can be assigned from this network and can get real reachability to your LAN. Yeah, I'm usually the PNet 0 I'm using like an internet cloud if I need to get real internet inside of a unified networking lab VM. The PNet 1 can be used to connect, let's say, the servers, the hosts, ACS, ICE, yeah, it's some security devices like WSA. Yeah, it's a lot of things. It's, if you prefer using external machines, yeah, you can connect everything here. Yeah, some Linux servers, for example. So it's done. Thank you for viewing.